Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce RTX 5090 in Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. This one is the Founders Edition model of the card. I'm running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs here in Tech Power-Up's GPU-Z, and over on the left I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D and 32GB of RAM. Now, this game, unfortunately, is locked to 60 frames per second. There's nothing we can do to unlock it. I actually tried to go to the app data folder, to the config files of the game. If you guys want to try it out for yourselves, it's right here. You search for MGS Delta inside of the local and app data folders and go to the config, Windows, and then you should find the game user settings.ini right here. I even selected read only because I changed the maximum frame rate to 240 FPS, but it still didn't work. It still kept to 60 frames per second. That is very unfortunate, my friends, because especially for benchmarking, I'd like to have more than 60 FPS, but oh well. We're at 4K resolution to start this off. The DLSS is set to native, so this is the LAA that we're using at the moment. I have set everything to the maximum right here. I disabled the filters as well, and that's about it for the settings. So not a very extensive settings preset either. And on the graphics presets, you only got high quality, balance, and performance. But anyway, let's play the game now. This is a UE5 title. I hope it doesn't stutter, by the way. And even here at 4K resolution with DLAA, we're seeing GPU utilization going over 90% very often. So even if we had the FPS unlocked, it would still not get a ton of FPS over 60. Oh my god, that was a massive stutter. Okay. Oh my god, that's another massive stutter. Okay. Oh, UE5, just chill out for a moment, alright? It actually spent a lot of time loading the game for the first time, you know, when I first launched it. So I guess it did load the shaders or preload the shader cache or whatever. I hope it did so, because otherwise this will happen a lot. What the heck, dude? This is not playable now. What? Are you serious? I get that I'm playing the game early, you know, like it will only launch in a couple of days, but I paid 90 euros for this! I'm just gonna keep on rolling with these 1% lows, you know. The game gets 0 FPS, 1% lows, and that's it. Wow, I am really surprised, guys. I am really surprised. Should we go down there? Okay, yeah, this is the way, right? Oh, I could also have crouched over here, probably, but let's keep on going, okay? We're already seeing the FPS dropping a little bit from 60 frames as well. There's a call. I mean, you spend a lot of time in cutscenes in this game, alright? It's also a remake, so that's probably why they needed to lock it to 60 frames per second. Why am I hanging here? Okay, there we go. I got it. Good stuff. Honestly, guys, I've already seen a walkthrough of the game, so I'm skipping all of this. Okay? I know what they're talking about. That's why, but just so you know, there is a lot of this. Okay? Okay, we're back here, finally. Let's start counting the FPS again. Hopefully those big stutters, like 3 big stutters that we saw so far, aren't going to happen again, because otherwise, I'll call this an unplayable experience, quite honestly. Let's start counting the FPS again. Hold 2 to open the radio window, save, cruising through the jungle, 50-ish FPS, dropping a lot. And the game doesn't really look all that great, honestly. I've seen a ton of UE5 titles at this point, and this is one of the most underwhelming ones in terms of graphical fidelity. That's pretty unfortunate. Honestly, and especially with this performance, you know, 5090 is dropping sometimes from 60 frames per second. Oh boy, and here we are, down into the 50s again. Damn. I mean, yeah, the game is locked to 60 FPS, but the GPU sometimes goes to 99% utilization, and it does dip it down into the 50s. Okay, here we go. So now we got a couple of enemies right there. Select camouflage, of course, we need to do that. Okay, here we go. So this is the better camouflage for some reason, not the green ones. The naked one with the paintings all over, yeah, all right. I mean, this is playable, don't get me wrong, even with the drops into the 50s, of course, but I really expected more coming from these graphics, at least. Make noise? No, I don't want to make noise. I want to take him down. There we go. Okay, thank you. Pick up, maybe? Yes. Just put him in the grass. Come on. Come on, faster. There's another guy right there. What is going on? Well, I'm just gonna go. Nobody's gonna notice him, right? Maybe not. Okay. You don't really want to... Hey, hello. Hey, no, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. All right. How are we? Oh, there's a guy there. No. Leave him. Leave him. No. Okay, that guy is sleeping now. No, okay. I was pressing shift. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's all good, right? It's all good. It's all good. Everybody's okay. But your suppressor will wear off over time, by the way. So you don't really want to utilize this hello, a lot. However, I don't really care. Lots of these transitions as well, unfortunately, guys. So we can't really keep on playing the game and counting the FPS, because every single time you go into a new area, there's a black screen dropping our 1% lows. Oh, wait, what the... Okay. How do they not notice me? Everything is shaking. All right, yeah, you go in that direction. You go in that direction. I'm just gonna keep on going here. There's another guy there. Right now, at least, we're not having those huge stutters anymore, so it feels decent. But it's still UE5 title, and it's still very underwhelming in terms of visuals to performance ratio. Can I go over there to that ledge? Probably not. Okay. Okay. I'm here. They don't see me. I mean, I'm also playing this game at the easiest difficulty, alright? So, oh, come on. Oh, did I hit the other one? Alright. And the guy just fell there. I guess he died. I'm not supposed to kill people here. But guys, don't put too much thought into my gameplay. I'm here to show you the FPS, how the game's performing and so on. And not really my skills at the stealth game. Metal Gear Solid as well. Like, this is actually the first time I'm playing MGS. And that's a lie. I played MGS 9 years ago with the GTX 750 Ti. I got a video in the channel. So this area seems to be a little bit bigger for us to walk around. Still dropping into the 50s, as you can see. I wish we could play at like 120 FPS at the very least. I get that maybe that would break the physics or something like that. I don't know, honestly. I hope that's why. I hope that there's some mechanic that would break completely. Otherwise, it's just a stupid decision. Alright. Oh, we got a bird over here. Okay, can we kill the bird? Oh man, my inner thoughts, guys. Oh, we can. Well, it's not... He's sleeping, as you can see. And he dropped... What did he drop? What is this? What is this? Capturing plants and animals. Oh, I captured it. Capture any animal alive. See, it's alive. But yeah, guys, I mean, it will be playable, obviously. It's a 5090 after all, but it's very underwhelming. The graphics, the performance... Why is this... Ugh. Okay, I had it set to full screen, I'm pretty sure. Can I unlock it now? No, of course not. Can I do like borderless and unlock it? I actually didn't try this. No. Windows? Will Windows be able to play at more than 60? No. So there you go. If you guys were asking about that, well, now you got the answer. Let's try it, I guess, with quality DLSS. There's no frame generation either. Since the game is locked to 60, there's absolutely zero need for it. It would hurt the experience in terms of input lag anyways. Quality DLSS will make it stable at 60 100% of the time here with the 5090. And it looks basically the same, honestly. Still a little bit stuttery there. Can I go down? Can you just leave? Okay, there we go. Looking a little bit better here in this inside area. With the wall textures and so on. What am I doing? Hello? I was already inside. Okay, so I just went to another room. And 1% lows are wrecked because cutscene again. Hi, buddy. Should I make some noise? Should I make myself known? I mean, we are supposed to capture this guy, so I think we should put him to sleep.
One of Vulcan's men?
Maybe. Just put him to sleep.
You'll never get it from me.
Put
I'm a
it.
CIA agent.
Okay.
I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
Okay, so I see the point of not putting him to sleep now. Well, we can actually take a look at the graphics here during the cutscene. It looks really good in these cutscenes, doesn't it? It's just in the gameplay, at least in the jungle, it was really flat for some reason. Like the hair looks awesome, and this is quality DLSS as well, so it's basically the same looks as DLAA, which was a bit too soft in this game. It's not the sharpest game, unfortunately, but hey, at 4K resolution, DLAA, DLSS quality looks very similar, and obviously it's sharp enough. At lower resolutions, maybe not, I don't know. If you're wondering about 1440p performance, it would be pretty similar to this, since the GPU usage would be lower than 99% and it would be capped at 60 FPS the entire time. Same thing at 1080p resolution, probably with around like 30-40% GPU utilization then. But yeah, this game is kind of hard to benchmark. Oh, lots of artifacting there, and that little thing on his eye, monocle, whatever, looking like the guy from Monopoly. Oh, actually, the guy from Monopoly doesn't have the monocle thingy, right? It's just a Mandela effect on that. Pretty weird. I know. Every single time I think of that guy, he has the monocle. Anyway, let's keep this. I mean, the point of this video isn't really to show you the spoilers and everything. Like, I want you guys to experience it for yourselves. The game is quite good, or the story is very good, as a lot of people suggest. I don't know, I haven't played it, but yeah, I'm trying to skip cutscenes because of that. And I'm not sure if I will keep testing this game because, again, it's locked to 60 FPS. Maybe I'll try a lower-end system later on, like with 12600KF and a 4060, which is a very popular GPU, and then maybe like with a Ryzen 5 2600 and a GTX 1060, and I'll call it a day, alright? Because, again, that 60 FPS lock just makes it harder for benchmarking, unfortunately. Oh my god, this has a lot of mechanics. What the heck? This is pretty crazy. And also, with the huge amount of cutscenes in this game, it also makes it quite hard to benchmark it. You gotta restart every single time, the counting system and so on. But yeah, you get the idea, right? Quality DLSS will obviously get you 60 FPS the entire time. It won't move from that unless it starts stuttering a bit. Aside from those 3 huge stutters at the beginning, we haven't really seen any major ones like that, unless it's just going into another area with a transition like that, you know. So that's also pretty good to see. It's smooth, it's stable for a UE5 title at least, and during the nighttime it actually does look quite a bit better, I think, because it's not flat anymore. Yeah. This is nice. But now let's make the 5090 sweat, since we can't really make it sweat even at 4K native resolution all of the time, that is, with 99% utilization. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try native res again, but at 8K resolution, which I'm not able to set it here, so I'll need to restart the game and select the 8K res here inside of Windows. By the way, I instantly made this post here in the Metal Gear Solid Delta community page on Steam. People are also saying they have it locked to 60 frames per second. This guy right here is saying that he also tried to limit it to 120, but it doesn't work. Even if I set it higher after restarting, it just changes back to 60 FPS. Yep, quite a bit of a shame. Yeah, sure, it wouldn't go over like 70 FPS or 80 FPS anyways with unlocked FPS at native 4K, but 4K with performance DLSS, for example, is a thing, and it looks very good in most titles, and then I think the 1590 would be able to achieve 100 plus FPS. Or maybe if they added frame generation on top of that, imagine like DLSS quality with a baseline of 80-90 frames per second, plus FG 2 times, 120 FPS, 130 FPS would be possible. High refresh rate. It would be nice. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Borderless works. In full screen mode, it still wouldn't apply the 8K resolution, but in borderless mode, it did apply the 8K resolution since we have it in Windows now. I'm just gonna make this bigger, the on-screen display. The mouse is super laggy right now with 20-something FPS. But here we go. This is with DLSS quality. Changed to DLSS quality for some reason. But we're back here with maximum settings, 8K native resolution now. We're not running out of VRAM or anything. This is just 8K native running on the power of the 5090, which, well, for this game, since it's UE5, it's not enough for 8K native resolution. And that's very unfortunate, since the game has looks of, what, 5 to 10-year-old titles sometimes. Aside from the cutscenes do look really good once again. But yeah, in 5 to 10-year-old titles, there are plenty of them that work extremely well at 8K resolution native with this GPU. But this is just way too much. It's the engine. Once again, it's very intensive. They put a lot of stuff here in terms of the graphics, I guess. And that's why it's getting really, really demanding here. What should I do? Those guys are going to spot me. Oh boy. Oh boy, come on, Snake, come over here. Let's go to this side. Oh, what is going on now? Oh my gosh, it's futuristic Snake. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is falling apart at 8K resolution, actually. The game is not supposed to run at 8K, apparently. I mean, they don't even give you the option at native resolution to play at 8K, and now that we are actually playing at 8K, it's falling apart in terms of the graphics. Damn, dude. This is crazy. There's a leech attached to us. Now, this is really deep, actually. Cigar? Should I use the cigar to... I use the cigar to remove the leech. Okay, but I like that. I like that survival aspect of the game. Yeah, let's stop playing with 20 FPS, shall we? I'm not sure why I keep going. Oh, man. Okay, so there's DLSS here, obviously. If you have an 8K TV or monitor with your 5090, you should always utilize DLSS. And on DLSS performance, 8K resolution, this is rendering the game at 4K and upscaling it to 8K. Oh, I'm going down. No, come on. Come on, Snake. Get out of here. All right, it's all good. You can't really get to those 60 FPS here, unfortunately, unless you are looking at the sky, I guess. Not even looking at the sky. Look at that, 57 FPS. So this is extremely demanding, guys. Holy crap. Once again, so obviously not a lot of people are going to be playing at 8K resolution, so this section of the video is a bit pointless to a lot of you guys. But I still find it a lot of fun to take a look at these super high resolutions, you know? There's a duck right there, guys. What the heck? It's a... That's interesting. But damn, this is looking super sharp at the moment. Oh, yeah. It's sharper than 4K native with DLEA, for sure, with performance DLSS here at 8K resolution. But again, with these FPS, nobody should really play like this. And honestly, stick to 4K. This is way beyond diminishing returns at the moment. Oh, it says empty now on the resolution. Do you need more proof that this game wasn't made for 8K? Oh, there's no ultra performance, so you can't really go down from here. I guess that's been it for this one, guys. Shorter video than usual, I think. We're back to native resolution here. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much we can check out. There's another snake here. There's no frame generation either. There's also no way to unlock the FPS at the moment. It's, yeah, it is what it is. Look at this. We're back to 4K native resolution. It's dropping into the 50s, low 50s at times. That's crazy with these graphics. Oh, it actually went over 60 FPS for a second. There's 62 frames. 61, look at that. Hello, buddy. How's it going? I'm playing on very easy, so you're screwed. Well, guys, I'll leave it right there. I'm very disappointed at this game at the moment. I'll still have a couple more videos, as I told you, but yeah, this is not benchmarker friendly, I guess. Catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.